She said that our water and lights and road would be done before they take us to the back. Travis, Wednesday, housing come in. They say, we have by Saturday to move and go on the land where they give us. Look, this is the paper. 500,000, 8,000 for surveil, 3,000 for land fee, 500 for step duty. Watch at this. Then they give you what it's really let the viewers a month to pay $250,000 a month. I'm a single parent with 6 children. You understand? I'm not working for $100,000. I'm working for less than $100,000. How can I find $250,000? I have to go borrow this money. You understand? I don't have a structure. If they left the structure that they left there, we don't build on. You understand? If you left it, it fall down. You understand? I get the document CXC. CXC. No light, no water. If you see the distance, it got back without no light, no water. How should studying? We are watching come and done.
So I understand that the distance that they want to relocate you is about an hour walk.
Travis, I want the viewers to see the distance, that we are not lying. No light, no water. You see the road system, you see when the vehicle pass, all the dust. Look, get babies, a lot of people. Always is single, mostly single parents here. Most of us is women. We don't have no kind of men in here, Travis. It's women.
I hate to ask you, but they said that they're coming on Saturday.
They said they're coming Saturday. If we don't move, they're going to break us. They have to take us. They said that when Mr. Cole at the meeting in front, I wasn't at the meeting. But Colin Cole said that they're going to move the structure and carry it where the land is. They was to give us still a lucid land where we want Mr. Ray come and make a life. That's how we end up getting here. You understand? Because they was to take us to the lucid land. We said when every prison jail break, we're going to happen with us and family with children. You understand? They didn't take us there. But now you're going to give us a letter for 500,000 and tell us a month to pay 250. You're not coming to give them nothing. No.
So when you pay this money here, according to this letter, where are they going to put you? Down at the back there?
At the back.
Wow.
The land is 500,000 at the back, and the other fees is at the back. You understand? The lady at middle income, she said that when he was calling, when they had a meeting, he said the land is 1.5 million. Now it's $2.5 million.
So let me get this clear. You are squatting because you applied for land.
I applied for land. And I get a letter and they did not come and give me no land since 2013. I have to go with my children because I was living with my mother. I can't live in the days of my life with my mother. I have to make something for my children. I've made providers for them. All these parents is making providers for their children, not for them. It's for the children. They want to die and leave something for the children.
And this land at the back here where you guys are squatting, what exactly did they say they're using it for? Do you know?
No, it's our flats. It's our flats. But the front there, I guess it's million. The front air is 9.5 and how much millions. So we don't have 9.5 million because we single parents and we are squatters. Look the structure that we live in and look at the condition that we living in.
So it's a housing scheme there.
There's a housing scheme that they're building here, roundabout and all this stuff. Right to the back there, it's your house. The house is going here. Why you moving us from in front here? Take us to the back and it's a housing scheme you're building. It's not like if it's not house lot.
So what would you prefer housing to do since you've been here for about 4 years or so and they want to move you down to the back? You don't have 9.5. You can't get the 250. What do you propose housing do?
But Travis, I think we is the one that they here and develop this land. Housing didn't know about this land. We developed this land. You supposed to give us this land and then we go build. Because we poor parents die for this. Yes. We are poor parents don't pay for this. We're supposed to get it free and we're supposed to build something.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And what's your name again, please?
Lucy Moore.
Lucy Moore. All right, Lucy.
Just
And you heard the
Miss
views of
Lorraine.
Miss Lucy Moore. I have somebody else coming here. Hi, Miss Lorraine. Good morning.
Good morning to the public and the viewers around.
Yes. What's your name, please? Your full name?
Lindo.
Lauren Lindo. Right.
Put in since 2017. Let me get the people to show the right thing.
Right. Mark, you're putting a long time for the land.
Yes,
Mhm.
putting a long time for that. And every time I go, they tell me they ain't got no low income to give me. Every time you go, they don't have no income. Anyway, I decide to squat. When I come here and squat, it was jungle. Nobody couldn't really pass. We had to clean it up so that we could walk. I start from Tillat right away, living in a pole in. I come down to 7 field and I build a pallet house. The number on the pallet house was 76. Because of people break the house and go in because it's pallet, they take off the number. I can't live there alone in the bush. So I decide to come and go at the end, where I build a little plywood something. I don't have a number. I get people who come here a year and 6 months and don't have a number, and they still give them a land. Why I am different? Because I'm a black woman and they are Amerindians. I don't see where's the difference of me that I can't get a piece of land.
I see the tears in your eyes. When did housing say to you that did they say exactly that they're coming to demolish the structures?
Well, see, and tell me when they're ready to demolish, when they're ready to move everybody else, I have to move. I ask you, where am I going? Because he is the one who keep telling me, wait, they got me back. They got me back. How you got me back and you don't tell me nothing? Where am I going? To pay rent again, 50-something thousand.
Did they ask you to pay 250,000 plus for the
They
land?
didn't ask me to do anything. They give me no paper, no anything. They never tell me anything.
Just that you have to move.
Just that I have to. I tell him plain as I'm not moving when the people go to the back, I'm going to the back too. I gonna put my house on a piece of land. So whenever they're ready to move me off of the piece of land, well, they're gonna make a decision for me because it's unfair. What is the difference from me if I become a here hard? Make it treat me that way? I am human. I'm a Guyanese. I'm born Guyanese. I never leave this country to go anywhere. Why am I should vote when the time comes to vote and I can't get rights?
Would you be surprised if they come tomorrow, Saturday, and demolish your structure?
No, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. But I'm going to stay right here. Correct.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Having some people air their views here. I have another resident here. Hello, mommy. Good morning to you. What's your name, please? Gita. Gita, what is your last name? Prasad. Gita, what is your concern?
My concern is
Could you raise your voice to me, please?
my concern is that I'm living here 2 years ago. I have 6 kids, but 5 people with me. Well, these people get land, but I didn't have a birth certificate, so they didn't give me no land. I went to the back of my birth certificate. Now they say they can't give me a land still till I get my ID. So I'm on the process of that. So they put me till down at the back. They say like 45 minutes to walk to go down there. I have 4 children going to school, and I wonder where's it gonna be to walk from back there to come to the front with no white light, no water, no current. How my children will study, how I get water to cook, how I look after my kids. I'm a single mother with 6 kids. I need support. I need some sort of assistance. And if they can move me from here, I don't know why they don't give me right here. Because we developed this place. This place was developed by us. It's not by them. Now they want to sell this place to people who have more money than we. And we are not human too. We have rights right here. We are Guyanese. We the one who put them there.
So you have applied for a piece of land?
Yes.
And what did you get any response from housing?
No response here.
And this is how long, please?
This long. This is a while now. I had domestic problem with my
I understand,
my
right?
past. Now I moved this be no problem. They say they have no water, no light in the process at the moment. So what about the people who have small kids going on to the back there without water? We can't live. How we gonna cook? How we gonna wash? And how we gonna look at kids? And who don't have a vehicle to move from back to front? How are we gonna move? Right? If the rain fall, the road is slush. The vehicle I'm sticking up on the road.
I was just at the back there, yeah.
Until at the back there, where
Yes.
we have to go and squat.
Yes.
Where we going and labor, they say 500,000 6 months. I have to pay $500,000 when I'm a single mother. Where would I find it? I don't work. I do a little domestic work whenever I get a chance. Right?
Thank you.
And they said we need some sort of assistance. At least they could get me some money to do something and build the road and give us light and water. We don't have a problem that moving, but they need to assist me in some sort of way.
Thank you, Gita. Thank you.
And one more thing.
Sure.
Tomorrow will be too early to move us from here. We need more time. Right? It's too early. They should inform us like a month before. And in fact, they're supposed to come and say, well, yeah, I'm going to move a month before. We could prepare. They could help us. It's too early. People working. We have kids who go in and write tests and do all these things in school right now.
Thank
Today, I didn't have no water for my kids go to school. It's home right now. No water, no light.
Thank you. So you're listening to the views of the persons.
You don't want to be on the camera.
Okay, I understand. You don't want a video. I'll take your view. Just close the umbrella for me. Yeah, I'll just take your views. Okay, you don't have to give me your name or anything. Just tell me what's your concern.
Well,
That's all right.
No, did she video you?
I'm not
He video you.
well, I qualify for the middle income. The middle income, when the minister come to the meeting the last time, he told us the middle income will gonna be 1.1. So we agree for the middle income. So now when them call we in housing the 12th of December, when them we went and pulled the number, then give us a paper with the price on it. So I get a paper with 2.3 on it. And then sometime in January, them call we back for collect the letter. When we collect the letter got 2.5 on it. So when them come and carry down to the back for come and see the land, the middle income land isn't ready as yet. It ain't ready as yet. So yesterday, now when they came on Wednesday for tell us to move, I called the guy from housing and I I said that how I gonna move if I didn't get my land as yet. So he tell me come yesterday morning. When I go down to the back, he showing me a land what isn't grade out as yet. If you see bush on the land, garbage, everything wouldn't grade from all the way, them throw it from the land and he pretend for I move my structure and go on that land. So I asked him, I said, how I gonna put my structure on that land? He said, well, the land where you squat right now, it's in level and you have to see how you gonna put your house there. So how I gonna pay 2.5 and get a land in that land?
Thank you. Thank you. So you're listening to the concerns. Could I see the letter that housing dispatched to the area, please? Could I see the letter? The letter. I just want to have a good view of it. Allocation of house lot, plantation success. East Coast Demerara temporary parcel above. I'm pleased to offer allocate a house lot to you within the above mentioned houses. You will be required to complete the initial payment on or before Friday the 12th of January 2024 in accordance with the table hereunder, and the balance by Friday the 12th of July 2024. Payments made via check will only be accepted if it is a manager's check payable to Central Housing and Planning Authority. Okay, the income category, low income, cost of land, 500,000, initial payment to be made, 250,000, conveyance fee, 8,000, identification of lot fee, 3,000, stamp duty, 500. States kindly ensure that you walk with the required sum of money to make the initial or full payment along with your identification card / passport so that your offer can be formalized into an allocation. You will be required to enter into an agreement of sale with the Central Housing and Planning Authority. Revenue stamps equivalent to the cost of $1 for every 1,000 are required for signing of the agreement. Please note that the Central Housing and Planning Authority is making this offer available to you on the condition that neither you nor your spouse is the owner of any property. This offer shall be rescinded if you are found to be the holder of property. Should you fail to respond to this offer of allocation on Friday, the 12th of January 2024, it will be assumed that you are no longer interested and the offer will be null and void. All for your information and guidance, sincerely, for Chief Executive Officer, Central Housing Planning Authority. The signatures there. Thank you. Well, this is the developing situation here in Plantation Success on the east coast of Demerara, and where they're being relocated somewhere at the back there, way down at the back there. Several homes at the back here. When was that letter issued? When was it? The 12th of December. Could I see, please, for my son? Yeah, let me see. So tomorrow, we will bring you, let me see. Yes, so the letter was issued, as you see here, the 12th of December, 2023.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Benjamin. So tomorrow, we will bring you another live because tomorrow is a deadline for the folks to remove from this area that the Ministry of Housing say they're squatting on. So I'll bring you another live tomorrow, and so that you can have another update. See, several structures are already on the land. Okay. Okay, no. Yeah, you tell me, Miss you gonna come with the shot. Yeah, tell me what is your concern.
They come on Wednesday and they tell me that we got moved by Saturday, right? So I tell them, I said that there is a short time span for move by Saturday, because for move the whole house, I got little goat, I got a workshop that I does sell and whatever. So I tell them it's impossible for move within 3 days. So the guy that bring the message, he said that he walk in and that's where he was delivered to send the message. So I said, all right, yeah, I'll tell you, we gotta go down on the land. It's approximately 45 to 60 minute walking to the land at the back there. I said I got a grade 6 child prepare for write exam in May month, and it's impossible for go behind there without water and without light, because we moving with internet and all these things. So I can't go behind there without light and water, and the work that I just do, I require a lot of water because it's food preparation, and I won't be able to get money for pay for housing if I don't work.
Right.
So I said, give me a time span that y'all gonna tell me that we can get light and water so I could bear up with that. He said, I won't be able to say, I can't say when light and water gonna reach at the back there. I said, but in front here, we just
the light and the water. We make ourselves comfortable. We just leave it 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We just full up with water. But if you are going to carry 60-minute walk at the back, where we get in water and light from, we can't go at the back there without infrastructure. I said right opposite already have water. Why y'all didn't give we over there then? Why y'all can't we tell behind God back? I got another issue to raise. When the issue was the house lot, they called us and tell us to come into housing and pull we number. When we go, we pull we number, they call we back and tell we that they're coming in for we go on the land for identify the land. Right? Where we go now, they show we number and we put on, we pick it. There were a couple of us asked to take out pictures, and this is a big concern I got raised to. They asked to take out pictures, and they said, no, we can't take out no picture. But they got for Facebook that success squatters has been allocated, but they don't want to take out no pictures with us. Now they're telling we gotta go till behind it. Everything is undercover. You're giving we the land undercover. You're forcing we behind it without light or water undercover. Why you don't want the country to know that success squatters going 60 minutes walk away without light and water and got babies in it? Another thing I gotta highlight, the excavators and the loaders and all these things walking less than a feet away from your structures, right? When you think them falling down, the glass rocking, the TV rocking, when you ask them who responsible for these damage there, nobody responsible for it because you was never asked to come here and live. Right? When you tell them you can't walk so close to the house, everything vibrating in the house, them ain't responsible for it. It's like the treating we like that. You done didn't highlight we on the media that you issue we house lot. You said no, you can't take out no picture. Now you are comfortable within 3 days. We gotta go down 60-minute walk without no light and water. And still people ain't know that success squatters gotta go so far. I got 2 children that's go Bryce's primary school. How they walking out from there for go in and come out? It got this that they just get half their school. What gonna happen when the bus or the car drop them out to the main road? How they reaching home? I can't afford transportation. The road inappropriate that them carman they said them ain't going in there. Apart from going in there, they going to a certain spot. What gonna happen with your children when they're stranded on the line top? We's concerned parents about your children. I got a grade 6 child preparing for write exam. Many nights we just be up late studying with you. What gonna happen when we go without current behind there? Everything coming through WhatsApp concerning the school. Right? When you got internet, forget current behind there. Where you getting these WhatsApp message from? Then the teachers are gonna say you don't got no time with your children them. Interest. So it's very concerning for me. I doing a food business, a small food business. I gotta get water to prepare this food. If I don't walk away paying 500,000 man, and y'all sending me down without water the back there, it's real tough, man. I need this to highlight.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mr. Chase, as we all know, the councillor for this area, one of our councillors for this area, has a big history.
Yeah.
The issues that they have here, I know that a lot of this issue would have started maliciously in terms of what happened in Success from 2014 coming to today. So we have that, and I would not go into that. But my biggest concern and issue with the way these residents or these individuals are being treated, it is inhumane. It is not the issue whether they're squatting or you're allocating land. It's the way you do it, where you put them, and what you expect them to do. If you're going to allocate land to them elsewhere, it should be in a place where they can actually live and be comfortable. Many of them are single mothers and they have children. And you talk about school, we hear a lot going on in the education sector, etc., and talking about, the environment they should be in. And you as a government in catering for housing persons who cannot afford the $1,500,000 and even the $300,000 properties that y'all are looking to give out in a country where we're saying we have the fastest growing economy And we hear everything that we've heard during the budget debates about how well the country is doing, but yet still, this is how you're treating persons, citizens of this country in an oil-rich economy. I'm sure you have footage. That's no road for anybody to go down. No transportation will take them there. You're talking about school and you're giving 40,000 grant and $45,000. How will that help them get in there without light, without internet, because everything coming via internet now?
You are the councillor for the area?
I am one of the councillors at the Better Hope LBI NDC.
Right.
And we've had countless issues with this area, trying to go back and forth, of course, with government. And this is no way to treat people.
Do you think the area then should be regularized?
I think they need to allot these persons places in areas, whether it be here or anywhere else, that is livable, where there is proper infrastructure being handed out at the same time, the basic needs of human: water, light, electricity, and roads. That's what they need to be doing.
Thank you, Councillor.
All right.
Thank you. That's a Shanika Hill. She is a councillor, as you heard her say, the Better Hope LBI Neighborhood Democratic Council. So this is a situation developing at Plantation Success on the east coast of Demerara.
All right, this is a live event out of Better Hope Success. It's on the east coast of Demerara. And you guys are getting the live feed. You get to see firsthand what's happening, the discrimination. Earlier, we heard one of the occupants of this piece of land there. I'm sure she did say that she's a single mother. She has about 6 children. And what was so sad is that in that letter that they showed Travis, is that it states that if you have if you are the owner of any other piece of house lot or whatever, you will be automatically disqualified. And this is what ordinary folks are faced with every single day. The ministry says, in order for you to get a little piece of house lot, you cannot own anything, any other piece of house lot or houses. You cannot. And now that policy is only applied to poor people. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. It's only applied to poor people. It's not applied to these corrupt individuals in the PPP regime, installed regime. It's not applied to them. It's not applied to Jack Deere. Jack Deere can own 100 properties and hundreds and hundreds of acres of lands across the country. It doesn't matter. His friends, his relatives, his cronies. The same to Irfan Ali. It doesn't matter. Now, let me give you guys an example. And for those of you who are probably trying to see where you can see my face and these things, it's just audio right now. But let's pay attention to the real issue. Let me give you guys an example here. Here's a huge plot of land given to Irfan Ali. 2 big pieces of land of the east, Linden-Soesdijk Highway. Huge piece of land. At the time this land was given to Irfan Ali by Jack Deere, the people's land given to Irfan Ali, 2 big plots. Irfan Ali already owned over at Leonora, a big house that they took and land that he got probably gifted to him. I don't know, but from Gaisuko. Now, at the time he got that land and that house from Gaisuko, he was the minister of housing. So you see the hypocrisy, you see the contradictions, you see the corruption and so forth. But yet ordinary citizens are being told that if you get another piece of land or another house, you are not entitled to anything else, not even an inch of land anywhere else. Do you think that policy is for Priya Manikchand? Do you think that policy is for Jack Deere, Irfan Ali, their Mamu, their Chachi, their Chacha, their Pua, Bauji, sister-in-law, of course, uncles and aunts and so forth of them? No. Or anyone who's within that circle of the PPP corrupt cabal. They have dozens of properties, hundreds of house lots, and so forth, given to friends and cronies. But these poor people, one woman got 6 picnic. I know some of you cringe when you heard that, and some of you might have your own views on that. That if you know you're poor, why you make picnic for? I don't know. I've heard these arguments before. I've heard it. It's okay. People can be poor and be happy. Make picnic. It happens. But that's not the issue, though. It is the unfair treatment of citizens all across Guyana by the corrupt installed PPP regime. They protect only their friends, their close friends and family. That's all. They protect their friends and families from all sorts of things. They protect them from being charged, whether it's murder, whether it's rape, whatever. They protect their friends and families. That is what the PPP, the corrupt installed PPP regime is about. Nothing more, nothing else. And so that is why it's important. If you listen to this message here, guys, it is important. Some of you might laugh. Oh, don't worry, but well, this person said, no. Listen to this message, please.
Yeah, my name is Jasnity Kaldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by 1 vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
No. People are upset all across the country. Look, I saw a video where, sorry about that. Yeah, I saw a video. Irfan Ali, I think, was on the quarantine. And the way he spoke with a particular young man, the way he spoke with that particular young man, you'd understand how racist, unnecessarily racist, because Irfan is very dark, mind you, he's dark skinned. So there's no reason for them to come across as racist as they are. They're going to grab a couple of 1 and 2 people, regardless of their tribes, regardless of what. As we are seeing now, they're holding on to people from Barakara as though they really care. A cricketer that made it through. All manner of things you're seeing and you're going to hear, and these sorts of things as though they care. when in fact they really do not care. They do not care. And you guys already know that. So, repeating and repeating and repeating, they just do not care. Again, I repeat, they just do not care. And I've seen some comments from some folks saying they got to be voted out. Of course, the PPP has got to go. They protect friends and family members. Corruption is galore. They protect them from murder charges. We know what happened with the guy Paper Shorts that got murdered in front of Palm Court, and the dozens of other situations and so on. We know about that. We have heard about that. Rape cases, whether it's Dharamlal, they protected, whether it's whomever they jump to protect. They protect their friends in the sports world, in politics, in business, the drug lords, the money launderers. They protect them from all sorts of things. They do that. I don't know. I'm looking at some of your comments, but let me take you guys to this video, and I need your opinions, please, all of you, every single one of you, whether we are on the same track. Please take a look at this, or take a listen, please, and I'll read your comments. Your take.
To commend you for the vital and valuable contribution you've made for this nation. But more so, we are grateful that you have come here to Bushland to address concerns of our community. There are three issues I'd like to raise with you. One, at Armidale, going around the turn where you came too far from here, the road lights have not been working for over 3 years, the public road. And negotiating that turn, numerous vehicles.
Where's the public? No, 1 second. Where's the public works? Where's the public works people? Give it a spike. Public works. You come and GPL come. That's not good. How long you know the lights on the public road working? No, come.
Look, I want you guys to see exactly what happened here. Look at this young man. Look at this young man. This young man might not be responsible, might not be in any position of power. But look at what is happening here. And tell me if we're all on the same line. Critic and everybody, tell me.
How long you know the lights are working? I wasn't aware the lights are working. That is the problem. You are the public works engineer. These lights are working for months and you're not aware?
Close to a year.
That is why you're telling the people you're not aware? Can you imagine this? You're saying to the people, look right here, the lights are not working.
Exactly.
Months. GPL, y'all aware? Well, here we are going to do now. No. You're going to do something nice to me now. Call out your crew. The two y'all going to call out the crew. And tomorrow night, give me somebody number. Tomorrow night, I want to report it all working. Oh no.
So you guys saw exactly what took place there, right? You guys saw. I mean, look, tell me if I'm wrong. Tony Hack and all, everybody, tell me if I'm wrong. Look at what he did to that kid. That youngster, probably just out of high school, is not in any position of power. Get a little job. He's not going to hold the minister and the junior minister of infrastructure accountable. He's not going to hold those guys at GPL, the big wigs at GPL, accountable. But you saw what he did, right? Let's go again.
GPL, y'all aware? Well, here we are going to do now. No. You're going to do something nice to me now. Call out your crew. The two y'all going to call out the crew. And tomorrow night, Give me somebody number. Tomorrow night, I want to report it all working. Go now.
You heard him to the young man. Go. Go now. I'm done with you. You think he would have done that to Indar or Ignar or anybody else? Do you think he would have, he has no class. Irfan Ali has no class, none whatsoever. And there's nothing to justify what he did there recently. Absolutely nothing to justify what he did to that young man other than ridicule that young man for no reason at all. And we can only assume why. Look at the ethnicity of the young man. He has no regards, none whatsoever, none. And that is why the evidence, what we're seeing, people have to ask the question whether this is a racist regime run by a pack of vagabonds, a pack of crooks, a pack of thieves, a pack of criminals, a pack of money launderers, a pack of gold smugglers, and so forth, to treat that young man, probably just out of high school. Take a look again, guys.
How long you know the lights on the public road working?
Look at the youngster's face. Look at his face. Here the silly question, the dotish question. How long you know? How long you know? If it hasn't been working, and listen, if it hasn't been working for over a year, if it hasn't been working for over 2 years, that particular area, all those lights have been working before these vagabonds were installed into office. All those lights in that area were working. The lights stopped working possibly immediately, maybe months after these Pakus got into office. All of the ministers and all of them drive past that area even when it's not bright, even when it's not daylight. In other words, nighttime. They all traverse that area back and forth in the nights. You tell me, and this is how we gonna break it down. No, you tell me that these ministers of the government, Irfan Ali and Jack Deo and their advisors and all these big wigs, these so-called big wigs, you tell me they traverse that area in the nights and not a single one of them realized that the lights weren't working? Not a single one of them say, well, how come these lights are not working in this area on the public road and it's dark? What's going on? None of them give a rat's you know what. None of them care. Not a single one of them. And so this Paku, Irfan Ali, jumps into the area, politicking, and so he wants to make it appear that he is doing something that is nice and that he's on the ground, boots on the slippers, barefoot on the ground. Sorry, boots, slippers, yeah. Barefoot on the ground. And he's a man of action. Come here. Why isn't these lights working? How long these lights have not been working? Somebody in the audience should say, but Mr. Jack dear, look how much times you pass in nighttime with all your vehicles and the sirens. Wee, 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 wee. Oh man, you not recognize that the lights now work? Your ministers them not recognize that the lights now work? The managers them at GPL now recognize that the lights now work? Oh. But the poor black boy, so we got to broke it down now. Me don't even know what his name, but I think I call he Jeffrey or something like that today. Or Kofi. Poor Kofi. Get called out. We there. Call out Kofi. Put him there in front of everyone to embarrass Kofi. Poor Kofi get embarrassed. The embarrassed Kofi, look at this young man's face. Take a look at this young man's face, guys. Take a look at this face. Take a look at his face. He's embarrassed. He feels annoyed. You don't treat young people like this, regardless of their ethnicity. You do not. Do you guys think President Granger would have done that? Or President Hoyt? Or President Bornham? Do you think that? No. The answer is no. You do not treat people like this. And could you imagine how he is treating citizens? Especially, take a look at this guy again. Take a look at him. Put him in that ear. All of them, everybody laughing at this young man now. Everybody laughing at this young man. Everybody. Look at this Katahar. Look at this Korhi. Look at this Chamar. Steve Singh. Look him mouth. Huh? Judge Shishi, I'm glad you're on this live this morning. Take a look at Steve Singh's mouth. Take a look at his mouth. And he's coming on here because the truth hurts. It doesn't hurt. It hurts. Look at what he's saying early morning, bright and early morning, this Katahar, this cross. Look him out. Take him around the cathedral. Look him out. And hear what Steve Singh, Sup Singh, is saying. Because they see to pull the government down. You are, look, he can't even spell. He separate the two. He knows exactly what he has, so he separate the two. Everything for these pakus is that pull the government down. What government? Who is pulling the government down? You check the management of GPL, you little rattlesnake. Check the management of GPL with blackouts every single day. Who is pulling the government down? Check out all the corruption upon corruption upon corruption with some of them in the private sector, commission and all, corruption and corruption for the boys, money for the boys and girls, and lands upon lands for the boys and girls. And you hear that one minister alone, his son got 20-something house lots. And you, Nima Karam, you Katahar, you Korhi, coming on this show to talk what? Man, look, right away, give him the award. Give him the award. And not only does this Katahar gets the award, he gets thrown into the trench because there's no need. There's absolutely no need. None whatsoever. Some of them just come and then they start crying like little, sorry, you know what I meant, right? And then they say, oh, they think that this is free speech page. Oh, free speech page? Go to NCN for free speech page. They only know when to talk about free speech when it suits their goddamn agenda, but not this morning. You guys should see me here drinking a glass of swank. Now back to this youngster. Back to this youngster. I feel it. So all the blame goes now on this youngster. And you see what that clown Steve Singh said? That's the whole idea. So you drag out a young black guy to take the rap, to take the blame for every single thing. And y'all see what's going on now? How long you know this light not working? How long you know this light not work? If I was that young man, I would have said, how many times you pass and see that light now work? But just imagine Irfan Ali could behave in this manner publicly. Could you imagine how he behaves behind the scene? Just take a moment and imagine how he behaves behind the scene. How he treats people. We have heard of the sad stories when he was at housing, when he was the minister of housing. Anyways, these days he busy. He running around the place. He must be right now meeting with the cricketer that gone back, his good friend, the cricketer. What's the guy's name? Joseph. Probably meeting, drinking a little little swank, knock little bacon roti, and things like that. And then he's going to come out with a photograph later on to show how he loves everybody, to pretend that he loves everybody. But look how he treated this young man, with no class, no dignity from him. But we didn't expect anything better from him, of course. Not from him. But listen to how he treated this young man, please.
Give it a fight. Public Works. You come and GPL come. That's not okay. How long you know the lights on the public road been working? No, come talk to the people, man.
So you put him on stage to mock him, make a mockery of him, make an example of him because he's a little black boy. That is what it is. I mean, look, it boils, we got to speak the truth. That is exactly what it is. There's nothing else. Nothing else. And then when we highlight these things, they try to flip the script and, oh, we are the racist one. We are spreading racism. We are spreading propaganda. All manner of things they say. All manner of things they say. But we got to keep repeating it so that people could understand that this regime has no value for them. None whatsoever. Listen again.
How long you know the lights on the public road been working? No, come talk to the people, man. How long you know the lights are working? I wasn't aware the lights on. That is the problem. You are the public works engineer. These lights are working for months and you're not aware?
Close to a year.
That is why you're telling the people you're not aware? Can you imagine this? You're saying to the people, look right here, the lights are not working.
Exactly.
Months. GP, are you all aware? Well, here we are going to do now. No. You're going to do something nice to me now. Call out your crew. The two are going to call out the crew. And tomorrow night, give me somebody now.
Now, these guys might not be in any management position or anything of that, but he is directing the guys them now what they should do from what they shouldn't do, and give me somebody number and I want to see this. Do you think he's going to do this in other areas? Again, that's another question. Do you think he's going to behave like this? This guy is worse than a hooligan. Irfan Ali is worse than a hooligan. Worse than a hooligan. That is why, folks, it is important, very important that you listen to this message.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata from City Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cop, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. And I endorse that message from data 100%. Let's continue with this here. We got to show it again. No class, no nothing. Look how we listen to this guy carefully, and God in heaven knows who that guy is, but the light's not working. The PPP Freedom House is not far from the area as well, right? Freedom House. They have a Freedom House up in that same area. I repeat, they have a Freedom House up in that same area, not far. They hold meetings. Them sit down, them talk, them plan, them do this, them do that. They ignored all of that for almost 3 years, as they claim, or over 2 years. All of that they ignored, that there was no lights in the area. And suddenly, 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 suddenly. You see what's going on? Suddenly.
Public Works. You come and GPL come. That's not okay. How long you know the lights on the public road and working? No, come talk to the people, man. Y'all trying to face the people. How long you know the lights are working? I wasn't know the lights are working. That is the problem. You are the public works engineer. These lights are working for months and you're not aware?
Close to a year.
That is why you're telling the people you're not aware? Can you imagine this? You're saying to the people, look right here, the lights are not working.
Exactly.
Months. GPL, y'all aware? Well, here we are going to do now. No. You're going to do something nice to me now. Call out your crew. The two y'all going to call out the crew. And tomorrow night, give me somebody number. Tomorrow night, I want to report it all working. Go now.
I'll tell you,
GPL public works. I want to report tomorrow night that all the lights on the public road in this region, because we're investing in it.
Yep.
I want to report it all working.
Perfect.
I just collect the number from the people here so we can get the report. So y'all start tonight.
They got to start right away tonight. It suddenly becomes important to this Paku. Suddenly becomes important. Suddenly. This is not how a quote-unquote president behaves. Like I've said, he walked in that, he drove past that area. There's Freedom House in that, not Freedom House in Robb Street, but there's Freedom House right in that area, Bushlat, not far from that area that they go, they have meetings, they drive past in the nights. And you telling me for 2 years there have been no lights in that area and you choose to make yourself an idiot, pretending that you care and pretending that you want it done now. It must be done now. Real managers, real presidents do not behave like this. Idiots do. And this is exactly what he has demonstrated here today. But is anybody surprised? No. Is anybody surprised at his behavior? No, it is customary. That is how he behaves. He cannot help himself. And what do you guys expect from a dunce, a rank and file dunce?
The next measure that I want to speak about is one that I'm very excited about. We care tremendously about the women in our society. And one of the issues that has been affecting women across the world is cervical cancer. And
yeah, it explains a lot of things. Now, before I go, what about the people at that Success squatting area? They just asked the people to be removed, and instead of the folks being in the front now, they want them till dunk at the back, as the people said. Till dunk at the back, they want them to go all the way dunk at the back. Over an hour they have to travel to get there. An area that has no lights, it has no streets, it has nothing properly done, just dam. No water, no nothing. That's how they treat poor people in Guyana. Yeah, Guyana. But others from outside of Guyana, as he has promised his friend on and off, friend, Maya Motley, hundreds upon hundreds of acres of lands. Others can go in to do investment in Guyana for a short period of time, and then once they squeeze things out of the country, they're gone. They can get house lots upon house lots for themselves and relatives and their friends who fly into the country. But the ordinary working class people, regardless of their ethnicity, cannot have access or the benefits that others are enjoying. They cannot. They're being told only a piece of land. Oh, you could only get a 50 by 50 or a 50 by 60. You know what that is? A 50 by 50. That's all. And you have to go through stress in order to get it, humiliation in order to get it. That's what's happening in the country, all across the country. But when you talk, they get vexed. Their bumps raise. They do not like to hear the truth about what is happening and about what people have to say. They do not want to hear the truth. That is what it's about. They just do not want to hear the truth. It hurts. And if elections were to be held today, the people, or tomorrow, the people of Guyana, just like he wants that young man, that little black boy, he wants that guy to fix the problem and fix it right now. That's what he wants. Fix the problem and fix it right now. You know what the people will do elections time? They will fix the problem and they will fix it right there, right then. You know what the problem is for Guyana? Bad governance. Look at how he's pushing the young man. Take a look. He's pushing the guy. Come on, move, turn. Humiliation. You know what you know what the people of Guyana will do next elections? They will fix the problem. They will fix the problem. And fixing the problem is voting the PPP out of office. All you need to do with your vote is to tell them, get. And you guys know what that means, right? Get. You know what that means. Guyana is being governed for only friends, close friends and family members of these Pacus. Close friends and family members of these Pacus. We see some of them fighting. They're fighting against themselves right now. Publicly, they're fighting. Just imagine what's going on behind closed doors. But they're fighting. Fighting. Some of them giving out little crumbs and complaining. You know, let me say this before I go. We have seen, those of you who understand how corrupt people operate, whether businessmen, whether drug lords, the Escobar, what Escobar used to do, and some of the other kingpins in Mexico and other places. What do you think they do? They know that the feds and other people, law enforcement agencies, are after them. They know what they're doing and how they've accumulated their wealth. They know what they do, the bad stuff they do behind closed doors and so forth. Murders, assassinations, terrorism, all these sort of things bad guys do. And so in order for them to get a little sympathy from the public, they suddenly wake up and believe that charitable things would divert the negative attention from law enforcement agencies after them, whomever it is, mind you, right? Is that they feel if they give a little crumbs to poor people, that poor people can like them. And when poor people like them, poor people can get time with US and law enforcement agency, want whomever, whatever, for extradition. And that is how they go about. Friends, corrupt friends of this corrupt regime, that is how they go about. So they can go and drop little crumbs here and take a little picture and they expect sympathy. Oh, you're doing a good girl, or this is a good man. Why would you guys do that? Why don't you guys leave this good businesswoman alone, so-called businesswoman or so-called businessman alone? Read between the lines what's happening there. Do not be brainwashed, guys. Do not be brainwashed. Y'all pray for Guyana and this young man. Pray for Guyana and this young man. And some of y'all who like to be brainwashed by the low-level Pablo Escobars of Guyana, y'all wake up. Don't allow little crumbs here and there, and a little gift here and there is crumbs. There is an agenda, and that agenda is not for you. It's not from their heart. They're not doing it from their heart. They know why they're doing it. Do not be fooled, guys. I'm out of here. See you guys later on. But y'all got to pray for Guyana. There's something about this that is annoying and disrespectful, not only to that young man, but disrespectful to all right-thinking Guyanese. You don't have to be of African descent to know that this is wrong. Our Indian brothers and sisters, indigenous and Portuguese, and everybody can see that this is wrong. This is disrespectful. And because of the fact that it's a young African Guyanese boy, it is going to cause people to have an opinion, as I have already, that this is shameful. This is disrespectful, and this is racist. He would not have done that to any other race. I'm out of here. Take a listen, though.
Give it a fight. Public Works. You come and GPL come. That's not good. How long you know the license of public road working? No, come talk to the people, man. Y'all can't face the people. How long you know the license working? I wasn't aware of the license. That is the problem. You are the public works engineer. These license working for months and you're not aware?
Close to a year.
That is why you're telling the people you're not aware? Can you imagine this? You're saying to the people, look right here, the lights are not working.
Exactly.
Months. GPL, y'all aware? Well, here we are going to do now. No. You're going to do something nice to me now. Call out your crew. The two y'all going to call out the crew. And tomorrow night, give me somebody number.
The next measure that I want to speak about is one that I'm very excited about. We care tremendously about the women in our society. And one of the issues that has been affecting women across the world is cervical cancer.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata, Francis C. Vietnam, and since 1965, I become a voter. And I always place my ex next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened.
A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Hello, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington Law Firm, located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.